Namaste, my beautiful angels. Welcome to your special reading and messages for May 25th to May 31st. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. So, as we step forward into this powerful, energetic week, may this reading that I do today bring you clarity, bring you healing, confirmation, and the spiritual guidance that your soul is ready to receive. This, I want all of you to trust that this is divinely guided, that you are here for a reason, and that the universe always aligns with the messages that we need at the most perfect time. Now, this week's energy especially is profound as we move towards a very rare but powerful blue moon in the sign of Sagittarius on May 31st, near the end of the week. Now, because this is the second full moon within the same calendar month, its energy is amplified, bringing major spiritual transformation. It will bring emotional release, truth, expansion, and ultimately transformation for each of us. Now, Sagittarius reminds us to embrace freedom because it's a very free-spirited sign, to trust our journey, to seek higher wisdom, and to always look at the bigger picture rather than getting lost in fear or limiting thoughts and beliefs. Now, the lunar energy that we have this upcoming week is also encouraging each of us to release outdated commitments, limiting beliefs, and anything that no longer aligns with our highest good and our highest timeline and where each of us is heading at this time. Okay? And at the same time, my darlings, Pluto remains retrograde in Aquarius, continuing a deep cycle of inner transformation for each of us, as well as a collective awakening. So I think many of us are going through very similar things in our relationships, with our finances. Like, we're seeing these themes. And this energy, my darlings, is asking each of us to reflect on hidden power dynamics that we may have with others, personal evolution, and the rapid changes that are unfolding within society, within the technological world, and our spiritual consciousness. Many of us may feel called to step more fully into our authentic truth, to reclaim our power, to break free from old patterns that have kept us feeling stuck, going around and around like a merry-go. So, this is really, truly a week of expansion. It's a week of awakening, manifestation, and soul growth. So pay attention to any signs, any synchronicities, dreams, and intuitive nudges that you are getting from the universe, from God, from spirit, because this voice is speaking extremely loudly to each of us. So please pay attention. Lastly, I'm going to thank each of you in advance for subscribing to this YouTube channel, for visiting my website and following my other social media links to stay connected with me, so that we can increase our growing spiritual community. But more than anything, your comments, your likes, your shares, and the positive energy that you bring to my platforms creates a beautiful energetic exchange that helps each of us collectively manifest abundance, healing, love, and our highest dreams into reality. So, my darlings, take a deep breath, center yourselves, ground your energy, And as I shuffle these cards, tune in, listen to that intuitive guidance that Spirit has for you, and then pick the suit that you're being guided to pick that will have the best messages for you for the week of May 25th to May 31st. All right. So now, my darlings, I'm going to switch my screen. So just bear with me. Suit number 1. All right, here we go. Beautiful. Wow, such beautiful messages. Okay, for those of you, my darlings, that picked the suit of one, you have some beautiful messages here. Okay. For the very first card or message that you guys get, for those of you that picked the suit of one, you get a message that you really need to hold strong in your power. Do not relinquish your power to anybody else. Stand strong in your truth. You're a very, very powerful person. And you may even have a lot of responsibilities on you. You may be holding a weight of something, maybe within your work, within your business, within the family. But you're being asked to stand strong with who you are. Do not give your power away this week, no matter what challenges you may be going through, whether it be health, whether it be finances, in your job, around people. Do not relinquish your power. That is the first message. The very next message you get is the Empress. And this message is such an amazing and powerful message. Now, whether you are, however you resonate, whether feminine or masculine energy, the Empress is a very powerful person, especially in a tarot deck. It is Archangel Gabriel that is guiding you. Number 3 could be a very significant number for you. But this is a very fruitful time for those of you that picked the suit of one. You may have been going through some challenges that have really made you stand up and, not relinquish your power to anybody, to stand strong in your truth. You're a leader, and you are going to be getting a lot of beautiful new things happening to you. If you're in a child rearing age, you could even be having children at this time. You could be birthing new projects, brand new things in your life, partnerships, businesses. Something that you've really wanted to see come to fruition is now beginning to come to fruition. Really work with Archangel Gabriel, because Archangel Gabriel will be leading you. As many of you know, I am a medium and a channel. And when Archangel Gabriel channels through me, I get a masculine energy, but that has a feminine remnants. Okay, so that in itself tells me that there will be a need to balance your masculine and feminine energies. And also you're being asked to act upon your plan. So there's something that you've wanted to do that's been divinely guided to you. You may be thinking it's a thought. You may be questioning yourself. Do I do this? Do I do this? You're getting that guidance. So act upon the plans, upon the guidance that you're getting. Your creativity will be very, very rewarded at this time, okay? For those of you that picked the suit of one, this is a time of luxury, of abundance, of growth. And so if you've been going through any sort of difficulties in finances, I see that you are coming out of that at this time. A very important message for those of you, as far as your finances go, it's going to be very important that you work with people, not in competition with people. You may have some people that are kind of rivals to you, or that you feel are competitive in nature with you. If this is the case, Spirit is reminding you that try to be as cooperative as you can. I mean, you can only do so much. It takes two people in any relationship. However, cooperation is going to be paramount instead of competition for you. And one thing that Spirit is reminding you of is that whatever is yours, my darlings, is yours. And no one can take it from you, okay? There's no need to compete with anybody. And there's an abundance for everybody. And when you look at it that way, it's win-win, Okay, and that's what Spirit is asking that you consider. Okay, you have complete access to unlimited abundance. There's no having to fight for it. It's all there for you for the taking, as it is for every one of God's creation. And I really do feel with this powerful Empress energy that a lot will be coming to you. And more so if you've got cooperative partnerships, and that you're willing to help and work alongside with other people, it'll benefit you greatly. And I also see that as this your financial situation starts to grow, starts to do better, you will also be helping other people as well. Okay, which is wonderful, which also opens up the abundance for you even more. You, my darlings, really do have a great deal of financial prosperity that is coming to you, because your actions have resulted in this. You have done a lot for others. And, karma is, what we put out into the world. What we give, we get, right? What we give, we get. And not in a bad way. But whatever you've given is now coming back to you, is what I'm getting. It's a very prosperous time. Your actions have really resulted in the abundance that is coming forward for each of you that picked the suit of one. I'm really feeling from Spirit, for those of you that picked the suit of one, that you need to use your voice in assisting others in some capacity. You have important messages to give to others, to deliver, to help others. You've been through a lot in your life. And those situations, circumstances, obstacles that have brought you to where you are can really help others in some capacity. So I do feel that ultimately you will be highlighted, whether on social media, platforms, in groups, whatever it is, but you will be leading masses through your speech, encouraging others. And so this is a very important time for each of you, and I believe that many of you are already doing this from what I'm seeing here. But to do a lot of grounding, to do a lot of healing, to learn more, because your opportunities are going to really open up. And I do feel that as a life purpose, part of your mission is inspiring others in some way. And obviously we can only do that if we've hit rock bottom. That, only unless we've been through such tumultuous situations in our life and overcome them, that we can then come up ourselves and then bring others up. That's what I get. All right, my darlings. The very next message I get for you is new love. New love. So there is a new person that could be entering your life at this time. And they may have stirred your romantic feelings, whether this person is with you, but they stirred something within you. You could have been very much on a plateau of some sort, but that kind of ignited something within you. So embrace that feeling that you have had because of someone. And if this doesn't resonate with you, then I do feel that this could be a new love either coming into your life, or a new, like an ignition of love between two people who maybe haven't been doing so well in their relationship. It's like a new spark that is coming forward. I do also feel that there could be distance in that relationship, whether you live at a distance from that individual that you're speaking to, or there's a distance within a relationship that this spark is beginning to happen in between two people. But the message that Spirit is giving each of you is that love really knows no distance. It transcends time and space. All right, my darlings. So keep that in mind. Love is so deep. It transcends time and space. Okay? If there is distance between you and someone else. The very last message that you get, my darlings, that pick the suit of one, is a message from the universe. Let me read you what yours says. When you continue to reminisce, replay, or hold on to what could have been, you continue to hold yourself in a place of resistance. Let what was inspire a new way of living, but don't allow it to limit and determine what can be. All right? So really a lot about to stop playing things in our mind about what happened or what, could this and that. I mean, because it does cause resistance in our life. Let whatever situation, circumstances that did happen inspire you into living a new reality for yourself. Okay? Don't allow it to limit you in any way, shape, or form. All right, my darlings, that was for those of you that picked the suit of one. I really, really hope that these messages resonated with you. Again, I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to my YouTube channel, because this becomes a reciprocation of abundance and manifestation for us and between us. All right? Wonderful. Now, for those of you, my darlings, that picked the suit of two, let's see what Spirit has for you. Okay. All right, my darlings. For those of you that picked the suit of two, Spirit is really reminding you to take responsibility of your actions, of anything that you are responsible for. Sometimes it's very easy for us to put blame on others, but we don't see our participation in certain things. And, this is beautiful because there's something, I just started with my best friend. It's the Ho'oponopono prayer, right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. So and we can do the Ho'oponopono for any area of our life, our relationships, our finances, our health and well-being, you name it, we can do it. And usually it's 109 times that you recite this daily with the intention of healing something. But when we take responsibility for our own part in certain things, it just instantly raises our vibration. Okay? So that is a message that I'm being guided to give each of you. Archangel Michael is very prominent for each of you that picked the suit of two. And you have a very special relationship with Archangel Michael, whether you know it or not. And he comes forward letting each of you know that pick the suit of two is that you know exactly what to do, because he has been guiding you. He has been giving you divine downloads. He has been protecting you and lifting you up when your energy has been scattered. He's reminding you that whatever you have recently experienced that wasn't good, the benefit to you is the experience of whatever transpired, because you have an opportunity to learn from whatever you just went through, which could have been very difficult. You are being asked, those of you that picked the suit of two, to really concentrate more on career rather than relationships at this time. That's going to be very important for you. I'm getting a feeling that you need to not only focus on your finances, your career, your standing, what you do, who you are. So it's a very self-directed message for those of you rather than relationships. Because once we heal ourselves, then and only then can we contribute into a relationship in a healthful way. That's what I get. it is a time also for those of you that pick the suit of two to really let go of people that are toxic, particularly friends and friendships that that you talk to, that you learn from. I don't think that they are good people in your life. Not to say all of them are like that, but I do get a message that you do have a few or have had a few bad apples around you that did not have your best interest at heart. They could have been out to get something from you rather than really be in alignment with you. So, Spirit is really asking that you let go of those type of people that don't have anything to give to you. Because when we are around low vibrational people or low vibrational circumstances that we put ourselves in one way or another, what we do is we limit the flow of abundance that's coming into our life, because it is affected by the people that we connect with. Okay, and I think that this could be a major blockage for those of you that pick the suit of two as far as your finances. And it could not only be blocking your finances, but your family's finances because of certain choices that you've made in who you have decided to share your energy with, okay, as far as friends and people around you. So Spirit is really asking you, my darlings that pick the suit of two, be extremely discerning about your associations and about your relationships, your partnerships, your friendships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive, okay? Because it will literally raise your vibration if you're around those type of people. But if you are around, it's like you buy a bag of apples from the store and 2 apples are rotten inside the bag. Those other apples are going to get rotten very quickly if they're left in that bag, right? So very, very important that you pay attention to the people that you speak to, that you indulge in, the things, the circumstances, the relationships, because it's really bringing you down in your life in some capacity. Spirit is really asking each of you that pick the suit of two to stay true to yourself. Don't compromise or water down your ideas. Listen to and follow your inner guidance, your inner voice, okay? You have some great ideas, and Spirit is assisting you with these ideas. So listen to them, okay? Listen to your own ideas rather than people who are saying that they're friends and that are really toxic, that don't want to see you come up in your life, okay? Because perhaps jealousy, for whatever reason. So stay true to yourself. I'm also getting that you may have lost a little bit of motivation recently because of certain circumstances or people that you have interacted with in your life. And, Spirit is really saying, ask and you shall receive. It's in every spiritual holy text you can find. Ask and you shall receive, right? God has set out this memorandum to all of his guides and angels and apostles and prophets and even loved ones in the spirit world. They cannot help us unless we ask. Okay, it's our free will. Everything is our free will. We create our destiny by our thoughts, by our actions, by all of it. So what Spirit is saying is, your spiritual team is asking you to pray for guidance. Pray for guidance to increase your enthusiasm for and to focus on certain projects, on your finances, on things that are good for you. Pray and ask for this help. And you will find that your motivation will increase. Because I do feel your motivation is not there, and so it's going to be very important that you raise your motivation up, and you can do this by asking for divine guidance. You're very you need to be more self-reliant, insightful. Try to bring out your humor a little bit, right? Your joy, your happiness. The next message each of you get is to let go of control issues. It's very, very important to allow any romantic relationship to unfold naturally. Don't try to control a situation that you may be in. It's going to be very, very important. And I really do feel that the focus right now on, is on you. You need to, focus on you to raise your own vibration, your own motivation, to take a responsibility. Like I had mentioned, the whole Ho'oponopono, which I'm doing with my best friend right now, for 21 days, 109 times a day. And it goes by very, very quickly. But it's going to be very important for you to focus on you so that you can raise your vibration and help those that are reliant on you. You may have found that in previous relationships, or maybe in a relationship you're in, you really are, or relationships I feel that you've been looking for outside, you're really going for individuals that are not at your level, all right, and your value and your worth. So Spirit is asking that you avoid settling for less than you deserve, just because maybe you want some quick validation, or you want to feel, loved. But that's where this inner work is going to be very important. And you can do Ho'oponopono for relationships, for health, for finances, for all areas of your life, so that you know your value, so that you are bringing yourself up and raising your vibration. This is going to be very, very important for each of you that picked the suit of 2. Your last message, my darlings, that picked the suit of 2 is from the universe. Bigger and better experiences are coming your way. You may not be able to see it, but great things are coming together for you as you read this, as you receive this message. Trust the process and let it unfold in divine timing. Move forward, my darlings, knowing that all is working out exactly as it needs to for each of you. Okay, so this week, my darlings, with this powerful super moon that we're getting on the 31st, really do that inner work, that inner healing. Only, put your focus on positive things. And if there are things in your life that are negative, friendships, habits, circumstances, let it go. Let it go. And just stay true to yourself. Raise your motivation, okay? Bring out that humor in your life, and fun and joy. All right, my darlings? Beautiful messages for those of you that picked the suit of 2. Now for those of you, my darlings, that picked the suit of 3. Let's see what you get. Wow, okay. All right, my darlings. Wow. Okay, so for those of you that picked the suit of 3, first and foremost, the first message that Spirit has for each of you is that you are never alone. Okay, you may feel alone at some times. Maybe everybody's really busy, and you are feeling empty, but you are never alone. Okay. Because God is within you. Be still, for you are God. Everything is within you. You are really being congratulated, my darlings, that picked the suit of 3, because you've done a wonderful job in so many ways in your life, from where you have come to where you are. Maybe you didn't have the best life, but yet you are such an amazing person for your own children and your own spouse and your own family. You've come a long way, and you've done a wonderful job. So now it's time to move on for you to the next project, okay? You may have also done an amazing job at somewhere you've worked. You maybe have even stood still for a little while, but now it's time for the next job. Okay, for each of you to do something else in your life. And this is such a beautiful time because as you start doing these things, the gateway of manifestation abundance is gonna open for you. You're gonna get awards and recognition and promotion. So don't be scared to get out there, is what I get for those of you that pick the suit of 3. This is very important, and I think many of you may have been doing this, and if you haven't, then it's important that you do. But it's time that you get a little bit of a vacation, okay? And if somebody, a partner or a friend, has mentioned that to you, it will do you a lot of good, okay? It's really time to disconnect from the outer world, from the social media, and all of the other stresses that you've been going through in your life, so you can discern, that you can process your true thoughts and feelings of your inner world. Sometimes going to a lake or going to a beach or getting away on a little holiday, maybe you by yourself or you and your special someone, it brings that time to center, to regroup, to reconnect, right? So Spirit is saying that even if you don't have time to go anywhere because you're so busy or the finances don't allow, spend that quality time around your house. Go for a long drive. Maybe go somewhere for a night. Make little moments like that where you can get these little quiet retreats. So rather than going on one big vacation, maybe have little day trips in which you can connect with your higher self, with your soul self, with nature. That's what's really being asked of you right now. The third message that each of you get is, it's okay to polish a creative project or something that you're doing, whether you're writing a book or starting a business, to be perfect in everything you do. But don't allow perfectionism or perfectionistic fear to result in procrastination. So sometimes what happens is when we want to do something perfect in our life and we have these dreams that I want to do this and I want to do this, what happens is ultimately we end up doing none of it because of those perfectionist thoughts. Take the first step, whatever you do, whether you're on social media, whether you're doing classes, whether you have a job in your groups or ideas, take the first step. When we think that I have to be perfect to do something, it'll never happen. And take this in any area of your life. It could be even cleaning your house. You maybe don't want to do any of it because you think, well, if I do this, then I got to do this. If I do this, I got to do this. Take the first step. Okay? Very, very important. So let go of perfectionism and polish your creative projects because you're getting amazing divine downloads. Also, Spirit is reminding those of you that pick the suit of 3 to let go. To let go. Release, my darlings, the desire to control a particular situation and leave it in God's infinite wisdom to resolve everything beautifully. I really feel that you could be in a particular situation, whether that is your work, whether that is relationships, where you are pushing, trying to make something work. But Spirit is saying, let go. Let go. Believe in the grace of the Creator, in God's infinite wisdom, because everything will be resolved when you show faith in the Creator, that everything is working out for you. Not only is the Creator working with you, you have loved ones in the spirit world that are helping you. You have direct assistance from angels, from guides, from beloved Archangel Gabriel, that is bringing such amazing blessings into your life. Scholarships, promotions, finances are going to start coming into your life, okay? For all your hard work, okay? So let things go and let go and let God. That is a message for those of you that picked the suit of 3. Now, For those of you that picked the suit of 3, if you are in a relationship right now, know that that relationship is true love, pure and divine true love. No matter what kind of situations you may have gone through, this is a love of your lifetime. You will never, ever have a love like this before. Even if there have been many, many lessons, you will never match that. If you are a widow, then you have had that love in your life. And if you have no one in your life, absolutely no one, then you can be assured that that true love is coming into your life. But I really do feel that this love is already present for those of you that picked the suit of 3. So please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I don't think you will find somebody that can match that love, no matter how many lessons there were in that situation. And again, if there was somebody that you were with that has already transitioned, that could have been the love, the true love of your life. And that love of your life is still working with you from the other side. All right? There is a very big surprise, my darlings, that picked the suit of 3 that is coming to you. A romantic surprise. It's on the horizon. So be open to expecting something very romantic from your partner. Okay? And the very last message for those of you that picked the suit of 3 is, if something deep within you tells you that something is not quite right, trust it. If you are unhappy in your life, change it. Change something that's making you unhappy. It is entirely up to you. So stop making excuses and know that you are in control of your life. Okay? As I said, I don't believe in destiny. I believe in soul contracts. Yes, certain people come into our lives to teach us things, but I don't believe there's a destiny to my life. I believe I'm the co-creator of my destiny. And I believe that is the message for those of you that picked the suit of 3. Stop making excuses, because you are in control of what you want your reality to be. All right, my darlings. And I really feel like this is a good week for you to go within, to do that inner work, to have a quiet retreat, and to work on yourself, to nurture yourself for this week. And when that super moon comes on May 31st, you are going to know exactly what you are going to manifest for the year ahead. All right, my darlings. Well, there you have it. Those were your special messages for the week ahead. I really hope that they resonated with you. Thank you so much for liking, for sharing, for subscribing. All my love. Namaste.